Okay.
Here
Happy
we are.
people.
Sunday.
Sunday.
It's a beautiful day.
It's hot day. LA Marathon today.
Right.
They got a hot day. I just got a couple messages from a coworker. He was at mile 22 and he recorded one of our coworkers, our science teacher. Shout out Wenwei. He ran it. He trained and he ran for it. It was 87 up there at mile 22.
Gosh.
That'd be such a bummer to train for a marathon and have that kind of weather. But they did it. So good job for all our finishers today.
Yeah, good job. That's amazing. I don't know if I ever want to run one.
I've run some in my day. When I lived in Seattle, I wanted to run in the winter. There's two big, like fall, winter. There's the Portland and the Seattle marathons.
Yes.
And they're both big and fun. And so I trained for one of them. I was like, well, I'll just see kind of how things shake out. And then our ships, I was in the Navy then, our ship's schedule changed so that we were going to be out to sea for both of those marathons. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So
you already paid to enter and everything?
No, I didn't paid, but
okay.
I trained.
Oh,
so right. So I went out and ran the Spokane Marathon, Spokane in Eastern Washington. Great place to visit, like in the spring, but not the winter. It was like, I ran it. It was there was a very small group of people running it. It was like 33 degrees at like race time. It was just miserable.
What did you wear?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember. I wore shorts and then
wore shorts?
Yeah, you have to. You'd be surprised like how much you warm up running that kind of distance. Actually, I read this once that the optimum temperature for a marathon, wind and precipitation notwithstanding, but if you just had like a dry day, it's like 48 degrees is like optimal for like your body temperature, like to maximize like energy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So needless to say, if you're running in 87 degrees today in LA, good on you, because that is borderline dangerous. All right. Well, let's see. So last time we did Lady in Red.
Right. That was fun.
Which was fun. We got one.
Not David Hasselhoff.
Oh, Hasselhoff. Yeah.
So much Hoff.
So much Hoff talk. So today I was looking up some information about today's song, and I came across a 2007 Rolling Stone list, so called the 20 most annoying songs of all time.
Okay.
As of 2007, I'm sure there's a lot we could add since then. Do you have any? I mean, put you on the spot here. Do you have any guesses as to what songs might have landed as the most annoying songs?
Well, I did it all for the Nookie.
Nookie, okay.
Annoying songs.
By annoying, I think they're kind of pick like songs that get stuck in your head.
Yeah.
And just like aren't very good.
Chumbawamba. I Get Knocked Down.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, it's a good one.
Well, also, I Saw the Sign. I mean, I feel like songs that we've done. Because
I was getting ideas.
We think that they're irritating.
I was getting ideas reading this list. I was like, oh yeah, here's a song we haven't done.
Have I come up with any that were on
Yeah,
those?
you have.
Oh, okay.
But it's funny, the version of the list I found is on IMDb, of all places, and they put like a picture from a movie next to each song. It's actually really funny. So number 1 on their list is My Humps.
That song is terrible.
It's terrible. But like the picture they put along with it was Jessica Rabbit. Good job, IMDb.
Yeah.
Macarena.
Oh, yes, true. It's terrible.
Who Let the Dogs Out?
Yeah. Who?
My Heart Will Go On.
Oh, God.
Photographed by Nickelback with a picture of Guy Pearce from Memento. It's perfect. Mambo number 5. A little bit of money, girl, in my life.
Oh my God, that's Jim Carrey?
No, this is the photo they picked to go with it. It's hilarious because he looks like he's dressed like the guy in the video.
Oh my God, okay.
It's so funny.
I see what's happening.
Wannabe by the Spice Girls. Yep, You're Beautiful, James Blunt. The Thong Song. It's really...
I love Wannabe. I love that song.
Barbie Girl. Tub Thumper, Chumbawamba.
Nice.
Cotton Eye Joe.
What is that?
Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
I don't know.
Okay, never mind. That song's terrible. But coming in at number 19 on their list of most annoying songs as of 2007.
Our song for today.
Semisonic.
Closing time. Look, babe, the next one is Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. I kind of agree with that too.
Yeah, that one's Livin' La Vida Loca. Bye, bye, bye.
Oh, sorry, everyone. That's Daisy making a bed.
Yeah. So, yeah, today's song is Closing Time. Interesting that I'm a little surprised it makes Rolling Stone's most annoying song list. Like, you know, I wouldn't sort of sit here and say that this is a great song by any means, but most annoying song? How do you feel about that?
I'm wondering are you feeling like it's giving this song too much credit?
Yeah, because the other songs on this list are really like
well, not really though. Actually,
well, no, I know. Actually, some of them are fucking terrible.
Wait, Crash Test Dummies.
Barbie Girl.
What is that one?
Oh yeah.
That
once there was this kid who got into an accident. Believe by Cher. God. It's like the OG of auto tuning. That one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You know what? So, okay. It makes me think like whenever I hear this song, when it's stuck in my head, because I think that they're right about it getting stuck in your head, because you can be somewhere and hear it. And like didn't Ruby say they used to play it at Brandy Melville when they closed and they stopped? It's like, I bet a lot of people do.
Yes. That's something I read, is that it became like a staple of places closing.
Yeah. So then I started thinking about what's another thing like you could write, like, because I'm always, when I'm looking for music for my Instagram, like something about it's now spring forward again, like, or something, I want someone to write a song about the things.
It's genius though to write about like either seminal events or recurring events or major events, because you're just like, we've talked about Prince 1999. What was another one we talked about where somebody
I remember
wrote a song that's like, this was so genius to write this?
Well, we were talking about that we should write a song for Groundhog's Day.
Yeah.
Because
where's that song?
There is not that song. And if we wrote that song, then it would get played once a year, and maybe we would make this list.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about, there was some other song we were talking about, maybe either we covered it or we mentioned it. And this would be one here where they really kind of, it's like, for people of a certain age, you can't hear the words closing time without thinking of this song. I mean, I think probably.
It's a catchy hook too, you have to admit.
Yeah.
Like, it's also, I don't know, like it makes you think of being at a bar. You got to like, hey, everyone, you got to.
Last call.
Yeah, everyone, it's evocative. So I think if you can make a song that is evocative, it like hits on something that happens all the time that you all can relate to.
Yeah.
It's
easier said than done.
Oh yeah.
But bands that do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, who else did it is the other song that we hate, the Christmas. It's Christmas time. Like that sort of.
Which song?
Don't they know it's Christmas?
But that song, you think that song did it?
It's something about, it's like a Christmas song. They play it in the holidays.
They do, but the difference is there's a million Christmas songs, right? So to write a breakthrough Christmas song, I think is both easy and hard, because it's like, on the one hand, Christmas, it's like a layup. It's so easy to sing about Christmas, but can you cut through all the other Christmas songs? But to find that thing that people are like, yes, we all share that. There's a song about it. That's like, I think that actually is what makes this song special. Like, it's a song specifically about an experience that a lot of people have in this general way.
Yeah, I'm really kind of racking my brain right now to think of, because I'm thinking of shit like grocery shopping and
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
the thing about this song is it conjures up community because it makes you think that you are like at closing time, generally speaking, you've just hit your stride. You know what I mean? Like, where's the after party sort of thing most of the
I
time.
can't relate to that
Well,
statement.
you're an introvert.
I have left the bar long ago.
Mhm.
I'm quite sure I've never been at a closing time, but I do understand. And let me read this before we get to into the song itself. I found this review from 2011 from this the Onion um, AV Club. I think it's now defunct, but they had this great website about music and movies called the AV Club, and this was a 2011 review of this song. And basically, what this writer says is that there's a type of song that kind of lives forever. And it's like these classic songs that people look back on. He talks about Imagine by John Lennon, right? For various reasons. That song, 50 years from now, will be lionizing that song,
For sure.
right? But then he says, there's another type of song that endures, but in a completely different way. These songs make us think about our own lives. We carry them in our subconscious like our hands harbor germs. We don't always see them, but they infect us all the same, and there's seemingly millions of them. Actually, it's more like 200. It has nothing to do with liking these songs. They become characters in our memories, which makes them as personal as family photographs. Semisonic's Closing Time is that kind of song. If you're between the ages of 13 and 24, I'm not sure why he picks those ages, in 1998, at all engaged with pop culture, there's a very good chance you can sing at least the chorus to Closing Time.
I'm older than that, and I could
Yeah.
because it played in any retail setting.
Exactly.
Anyone.
The ages is a strange one. But he
Yeah.
does say that Closing Time wasn't an exceptional song in terms of its chart performance or impact on culture. There were bigger hits. It was just a catchy, moderately rocking track by a journeyman Midwestern indie band that peaked in popularity basically at the very end of the alternative chart boom. But it's interesting. I think, this analysis that it's not that this song was a mega hit or this song is something that's like timeless, but it's got its hooks in us somehow.
Well, because it's something we all experience. Like when something is universal in that way, that's why I'm trying to think of what is like, maybe you could write a song about like getting your driver's license,
Yeah.
and like hit in the same way
I think
because it has to,
Olivia Rodrigo did that, I think.
did she?
Yeah.
I mean, it just has to be something that like speaks to kind of
Yeah.
a time in your life and because it's got a lot of emotion
Yeah.
wrapped around it. Like I do think when you're at a club, there's emotional
Perhaps.
things and
There's probably also just something to be said about like the end of something just ending and something beginning that I think the song taps into. Anyway, let's get some more champagne because I think there's also something else about this song, the music genre it fits into, the exact moment it came out that made it resonate. And let's do that after the break.
sure.
Stir your coffee. Closing Time is a song by American rock band Semisonic.
Did they have any other hits?
No, they didn't.
Oh,
I read a couple blog posts that were trying to sort of make out a few other minor songs as hits, but this is the only one. It was released in March of '98 as the lead single from their second studio album, Feeling Strangely Fine, which I kind of like that actually. I like the title of that album.
yeah.
I feel like that's like a really good like 2026 album title. Like if you're feeling fine in 2026, it's probably a strange feeling.
Sure.
You're feeling strangely fine.
No one is feeling fine right now.
It began to receive mainstream radio play in April of '98. So Semisonic, they're from Minnesota, basically just kind of a band that, this is only their second album. They didn't have a whole lot going on when they wrote this song. They fit into a genre, or they're at least genre adjacent to something called post-grunge, right? So post-grunge is this sort of branch of music, an offshoot of grunge, less abrasive or intense or less intense tone than traditional grunge. So it's like this, this explosion of grunge, and then when music had sort of moved on from that, but still wanted to retain some
But
of
so we haven't like indie is not a thing yet
indie's a thing, but this is almost like a subset of indie, maybe.
because this feels so indie to me. Like,
Well,
what's
well,
Weezer?
here we go. Let's listen.
Oh, okay.
So, on the Wikipedia page for post-grunge, as the original grunge movement began to fade, major record labels began signing and promoting bands emulating the genre in a more mainstream style, dubbed by some writers as post-grunge. This included bands like Bush,
Okay.
Candlebox, Collective Soul,
Mm.
Live. And one thing I read is that one of the big shifts from grunge to post-grunge is in grunge, it was all like the point of view was like almost outward facing, and in post-grunge it's inward facing. It's a lot of like I kind of stuff when it comes to post-grunge.
Well, I think of grunge as like angsty
Yeah.
anger, whereas whatever this stuff is, it's like it's kind of like there's not angst attached to it. It's almost like happy, not happy. It's like meh. It's like neutral.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, here.
happenstance.
Well, it says here about the wave that Semisonic's part of. The 1997 breakup of Soundgarden was seen by some as the end of the original grunge movement. Post-grunge then morphed into the late 90s, gaining further popularity with acts such as Creed,
Oh my gosh.
Matchbox 20, Godsmack, Three Doors Down, Nickelback, blah, blah, blah. This wave retained some of the angst and anger of the earlier artists, but also more conventional anthems, narratives, and romantic songs.
Yeah, but anthems is the key there. Who is categorizing them? Is it like Rolling Stone?
Great question. I mean, part of it is, a lot of it's critics, music critics.
Yeah.
And there's also the charts, right? Because you have, as we talked about,
Billboard charts,
yeah, Billboard,
right?
as we talked about with, what was the song we were talking about that was on the Billboard?
The first one that was charted with real sales.
No. The alternative charts.
Oh, right.
Nookie. How Nookie was on like they called it like the modern rock charts.
Yeah.
And that was such an interesting list because you could have songs that were like huge hits on the mainstream chart, but they also were charting on the alternative chart. But it's like, how could this be alternative if it's also a mainstream hit? It's like so much. It becomes very difficult to sort of.
It was weird who was next to who. I can't remember, but I remember we were like, look at this song.
Well, like Creed.
Right.
Creed was one that was sort of like, this was an alternative hit. It was like on the mainstream charts for a long time. But it is an interesting question. Like, who gets to decide what genre you are? When most bands, I assume, would probably reject even any genre classification.
Like you're just a rock band, you know.
Or
you
you're
want to
just,
be
or
a
you're
rock
just
band.
country,
or you're
punk, or
like when you can, if you start a band, like I would want to ask the band members, what are you? You know, do you consider yourself something? You know,
Yeah.
If you don't, that's also fine. But like
it becomes, I think it becomes tricky when a band either crosses over on charts or makes it big. Because it's one thing to sort of toil in obscurity and have like your hardcore base. But if you break through, well, now what are you?
Well, like Creed.
Well, maybe.
Because Creed, like to me, Creed was so like kind of wannabe hard rock, right? Like, do you think they were fashioning themselves like Metallica and then they turned into like, you know, the ballad band? Because some of their stuff is kind of hard, but then they have their ballads, you know, which also is like Guns N' Roses.
Well,
November Rain.
That's where I was kind of going with Guns N' Roses or Metallica. I mean,
Metallica has a ballad too, right?
Metallica starts out as, you know, they're in that more like, I mean, even Dave Mustaine, who made Megadeth, is with them. They're in that like almost like death metal, heavy metal vein.
Right.
And, you know, Master of Puppets, like, And then, yes, their music does change, but then
Yeah.
they become like basically pop chart or mainstream chart darlings. And it's like,
But as hard rock,
well, yeah.
is
I mean,
that their genre?
Enter Sandman is like, a chart topper on the Hot 100. So what
Right.
genre at that point are
But I
you?
mean, yeah, would it still be classified as hard rock? I mean, I guess who cares? But also, it's just so interesting to me. Like,
Well, yeah, that's why when you look up bands on Wikipedia, they often will have like 6 genres associated with them because it's like the person writing the entry is trying to do them justice. It's like there's a lot of things this band could be.
that's nice.
Good job by you, Wikipedia writers.
Dan loves you, Wikipedia.
Like,
Do you give money to them?
yeah, I do.
Me too.
I do donate. I get the text messages from them, and
Me too.
I give them money. Wikipedia, like I said, it's like our first or second episode. It's the greatest website ever made. To me, it trumps anything AI can do.
We are not allowed to use the word Trump for anything.
That's true. God,
Don't.
I can't play my Trump card.
No. You have to call it something else. My formerly known.
Wait, I know he has like there's Trump vodka, steaks, casinos, Bitcoin. I mean the
He should have come out with like a playing card.
Yeah, where's the playing card? Then everything's your Trump card.
Yeah, these are my Trump cards.
How has he not thought of that?
Because he's dumb.
Yeah. Just grifting off taxpayers. Okay. Closing time. Open all the doors and let you out into the world. I think with the lyrics of this song, as I got ready for the show, there are some lyrics in this song I find like,
as a teacher,
not as a teacher, I find actually really like great.
You like
them.
them.
I really like them. And then there's some that I'm like, no, just no. You should have left this one out. It's like really hit or miss.
But that's a lot of songs, don't you think?
I know, but this one I think maybe more so.
Do you like this line, and let you out into the world?
It's fine. I mean, this one really evokes like the closing of the bar. Closing time, turn all of the lights on over every boy and every girl. Okay, whatever.
I like that.
Can you say that in 2026 anymore? I don't know.
Well, but you know what? Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Don't be woke. I think that is funny, like over every boy and every girl, because that is the thing. Like you're in a dark club talking to someone.
Mm-hmm.
When they turn the lights on, you could be like, oh shit.
Uh-oh. Whoops.
Gross.
Whoops.
Or, okay, nice meeting you. Gotta go.
Yeah. Closing time. One last call for alcohol. So finish your whiskey or beer. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I do like that line. And then I know who I want to take me home. Repeated over and over, and unclear why that's a line. But
because he met some girl that he wants to go home with, but is he gonna?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think like the song is pretty clearly about a bar closing, and there's another song that we ran into where I had the same feeling where when a song hits it big and then the band later tries to like give the lyrics
retrofitting
an elevated status. Like clearly this is about a bar closing.
Uh-huh.
This song's about a fucking bar closing. But then it was like in later years, the lead singer and songwriter was like, well, the thing is actually this song's about fatherhood. It was like...
In what way?
Oh, not even fatherhood. I think it was like childbirth. I mean, it was really forced. He was really trying to give this song some kind of elevated status.
Childbirth in that your one night stand from closing time
No.
you left with someone?
No. It was, hold on, let me see here. It says, well, the song's about people leaving a bar at closing time and widely interpreted as such, obviously.
Uh-huh.
The drummer, Jacob
I want to see a picture of Jacob
has also
now.
indicated the song was written by Wilson, the lead singer, in anticipation of fatherhood, and that it is about, quote, being sent forth from the womb as if by a bouncer clearing out a bar.
Come on.
It's just...
That's
no,
ridiculous.
No, just stop.
Also, whatever, it can be about that if it is about that to you.
There's Dan Wilson in today, because Wikipedia loves to show
I know.
pictures
Wikipedia.
of
Listen,
old people.
Don't ever show my current picture of Wikipedia. I want you to use
And look
all
at look at the caption on the photo. While often played at the end of parties, frontman Dan Wilson has stated it is a metaphor for childbirth. Just STFU. No. Why? Why? But this is, I love this, like when people go back on songs. Like, I found this article from the Houston Chronicle of all places by some guy in 2015 called "That Awkward Moment When You Realize That Closing Time is About Dying." Jeff with one F Rauner. Just stop. Just stop. And it's like his whole article's about like he goes into J.R.R. Tolkien and like he's reading way too much into this song.
I love it. He's analyzing this song. He is going deep.
He says
I'm down. I like a interpretation.
No. He says wait, where is this thing?
Why not? We should do this to everything. We should like really see what is there.
Yeah.
For like recipes. For everything.
Okay. Just go really. But because he says here, a famous line from the song is "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." It's a quote usually attributed to Seneca the Younger, though its veracity has been disputed. Has it? Seneca was a pretty morbid guy. Even when he was at his richest and most powerful, he dictated that his body be disposed of without the usual funeral rites. This was carried out after he was forced to commit suicide by Nero for plotting against him, a sentence Seneca voluntarily complied with.
So he was stoked to kill himself.
Some thoughts on the death from Seneca. Like, we're talking about Semisonic, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it. It's so good. I want to like analyze everything.
Okay.
But you know, I don't think that's a reach that this song is about death. To me, that's way more accurate than this song being about birth.
So this song is either about a bar closing, the beginning of life, or the end of life.
Yeah.
Wow, what a song.
It hits all genres, all parts, all aspects.
This is the line I actually find annoying. Closing time for you to go out to the places you will be from.
Yeah, that's, you know what that reminds me of? You know how I get so bothered when people ask me, what was your name?
What was your name?
Like when you're at,
Yeah,
like,
yes.
Like
Yeah,
when I'm trying on clothes at like Urban Outfitters, the 12-year-old girl is like, what was your name? My name is, still is, Becky.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a grammatical little thing that bothers me.
Yeah,
it's so dumb. But that's what this is like.
Is bad.
The places you will be from. What, in the future? Like, are you not from there now? Like,
no, it's not good.
you can still be from a place now, even if you're going there.
Places you will be, Mom. Sorry, I needed a replacement on my champagne.
Okay, that was a good song. You know what? You know how I always have things in my head that are tied to songs and stuff?
Yeah, go for it.
This song
Yeah, please.
is tied. Okay, what's just weird about it is that, you know, I'm obsessed with Carolyn Bessette Kennedy. I follow like so many Instagram accounts of her style, but I have for years. Okay, and then now this love story thing comes out.
I know. You feel that now you have to say that. Like, I've been doing this for years.
I have loved her since when she was, well, because I'm that old, that when she was up and coming, I was the person reading every People, every Us, even the bad ones with pictures of her. I mean, she was just so, to me, I was just so keen for her style. Like, it is unbelievable. Has always been like no missteps to me, really, except this one printed dress, one pink and white printed dress. I'm like, what are you thinking?
Peggy's got receipts. Okay, so what's Carolyn Bessette got to do with this?
Well, so the thing is, it was muddled in my head. Like, you know how I always have some like association, and this is when I worked retail in Beverly Hills, all this stuff. So when this song hit, you said it was 98.
98, but
that's when they got married.
Oh. Well, are you sure about that?
Yeah, I just looked it up.
Oh, they married. They died, but they died in 99, right?
Yes, they
Yeah.
married. So I think of this song with them,
Oh, wow.
like, and that's why I think the relationship to death is more like
Oh.
front of mind for me, because I can
wow.
actually, like, hearing this song, and like when they died, I was at work when I found out
It was
about
closing
the plane
time for
crash.
JFK Jr.
Yeah. I mean, I remember crying because I was just like, what is up with the curse of this family? These two young, like, both striving to achieve in this world and make what they can of themselves and all this stuff. And
Yeah.
I just remember being really uh, like a pointless tragedy thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, I associate it with the song for some reason.
Yeah, it's funny. Like when I think of songs from this era, like I take that one writer's point about these songs that sort of like become part of like they become sort of
It's in the zeitgeist,
it's in the zeitgeist, even if it wasn't like a massive hit. This one's not one for me. I have no memories tied to this song, but there are other ones from this era that I do. So I take the point. The line referenced by the Houston writer, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. What's your feeling on that line? This is one of those lines that I can't tell if it's really good or really bad.
It resonates for me.
Okay, go for it.
Because I just feel like, okay, so every time, like, when I hear this song, when it first came out and when I first was sort of aware, because we had satellite radio.
Yeah.
So I would always play the indie station.
Mm-hmm.
And so this song played all the time. And so I have probably heard this song, like, because I don't know if people were listening to radio then, or like, where you could be way more prescriptive of what you were listening to, like,
Yeah.
I guess. But all that to say, it was on like almost like a loop in the satellite radio world. And so everything that was happening then and what I was doing as in my 20s and stuff, and I'm like 20s, 30s,
Mm-hmm.
still going out, still, and that excitement of like meeting new people, or the idea of going out and meeting new people. And like when you are being pushed out of someplace, there's a lot of times where you're like, shh, you don't want it to end.
Yeah.
You're kind of like, what's next? And everyone's like, what are we doing? Where are they going? Are we going with them? Like you're like sorting out what's happening next. So it really, like, that part of the song so resonates, where we're like, you met that guy, I met this guy. Do they want to go somewhere else? Are we going to go eat? Are we, and you're just like, oh, there's an after party. Oh, you just are like, what's next? What's next? What's next? And yeah, it's 2:00, but if you don't work the next day and you're all like retail sluts, that's what we like called ourselves. And you're just, not that we were slutty necessarily, but we're just like going out, like having fun. We're going to sleep all day tomorrow.
Yeah.
So what's next?
Yeah. No, that's in now telling, it's like such a perfect line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're going to go to the charts in a second, but
Okay.
first I want to leave this tidbit with you. On March 17th, 2025, just last year, the official White House Twitter account posted a video of an undocumented immigrant getting arrested, featuring lines from Closing Time.
Oh my God.
During the same day, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt used lyrics from the song to describe forcing undocumented immigrants out of the U.S.
It's closing time for you.
The band reacted negatively to the post in a statement to the press, writing, "We did not authorize or condone the White House's use of our song in any way, and no, they didn't ask. The song's about joy and possibilities and hope, and they have missed the point entirely."
Yeah.
Well, "miss the point entirely" could be the slogan for this White House, but
yeah,
I mean, there you go. So anybody can take Closing Time and make it their own. All right, let's take one more break, and then we're going to go to the charts from 1998. Okay, so as always, we're going to the Billboard year-end Hot 100 singles for 1998.
Yes.
So Closing Time did really well on what they called at that point the modern rock charts, which had evolved from alternative charts, which, as we talked about, was a whole strange mix of different bands. But for the Billboard year-end Hot 100 singles,
No chart.
didn't make it. Did not make the cut. I
Sorry.
mean, a little surprising though, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, just this song has legs, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe that's more it. If we had like the Billboard Hot 100 for the last 30 years, now that would be a cool chart.
That's a cool chart. Also, didn't you say like Nirvana didn't chart?
No, they didn't.
So it's like,
Yeah.
listen, it smells like Teen Spirit and the songs
Yeah.
in there. Like, I'm sorry, but these things were so ahead of their time.
Okay, listen, Billboard, I got an idea for you.
Yeah,
Here you go.
Billboard. Listen,
Here you go.
Billboard.
For every year, you do a revised. Isn't it gonna be Hot 100? It could be it's like the Hot 20 or whatever. Like 20 years later,
Yeah.
which songs from that year had staying power? I would love to see that chart. So Billboard releases their Hot 100 for the year, and then 20 years later they do a like, what are the 20 songs that have really
These
resonated?
are the songs these are the songs
matter.
that matter. Yeah. Because I do think this song matters.
Because number one for 1998 was Too Close by Next. That song has zero fucking staying power.
I don't even know what that song is.
Getting too close. Is that the song? Is that the song in there's a movie we watched where they were like dancing. Okay, whatever. The Boy Is Mine, You're Still the One by Shania Twain, Truly Madly Deeply, Savage Garden.
I don't know that song.
How Do I Live by Leanne Rimes. I mean, this is actually...
She was, at that time, she was
Jesus.
dating someone else's husband.
Yeesh, okay.
God, all this shit was happening. Like, this was tabloid extravaganza.
Yeah,
this
this
is
is-
when everyone was reading the tabloids like
Yeah.
crazy.
It's going crazy here. Candle in the Wind, the Princess Di version by Elton John. You know, not a great list. We've looked at some absolutely
No,
insane
by
lists.
Destiny's Child.
This is not one of the
My Heart
best.
Will Go On.
There it is.
When did Titanic come out? Did that
90
rechart?
and 97. I think this was like... Or no, earlier. No, you're right. No, you're right. My Heart Will Go On is still charting in 98?
When did Titanic come out? That's what I wanna-
95, I think. Well, then, My Heart Will Go On. Oh, 1997 film Titanic. Yeah, because you were talking about how, like, you know, you were into Carolyn Bessette.
Yeah.
Back, when I was in high school, I knew this kid who was really into Titanic, into the ship.
Ruby
Like,
too.
Ever since he was a kid, he was so into it, and he was so bothered that this movie was coming out because he knew, even if this movie hadn't come out yet, he knew it was going to bring all these people into like interest in the Titanic, and he just was like, oh, he was anticipating already, like, you motherfuckers, you don't even know. I've been here the whole time. And he was like, are you serious? You're making a movie about this, the love of my life. And now all these people are going to be like, yay, Titanic. And he's like, I've read so many books and things about this.
But do you know if he liked the movie?
I don't, because interesting. That's why I was thinking about I knew him. So he told me this. I was a senior in high school, so I was in college. So I have no idea what his reaction to it was. So I was gone from the school by the time this came out.
Oh, that's interesting, though. I'd love to know.
98, not great. I'm not gonna lie.
Getting jiggy
I'm not
with it.
really loving this list. Na 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 na.
Yeah.
Backstreet's Back. All right, let's go to the end of the list. I bet there's some absolute.
The Verve, babe.
Oh, I love.
Yeah. And also Jewel, I love. 87.
The number 100 for 1998, a song called West Side by a band named TQ.
Or a person.
TQ, Terrence Quates, professionally known as TQ. Thank you. You're right. As a person, is an American R&B singer. He's best known for his song West Side, which was number 100.
But look at this Jewel. She has two songs tied for 87.
Foolish Games, You Were Meant for Me.
And they're both such good songs.
That's strange.
Well, I
yeah.
think You Were Meant for Me is
Yeah,
like
right for me.
arguably more
Interesting.
popular to me, but
Still not a player. Oh my god. So anyway, so closing time. I mean, it is an interesting song where you have this. It's not iconic like Smells Like Teen Spirit. So
Mhm.
Smells Like Teen Spirit, as you say, isn't really like a pop chart success, but it is one of the it's one of the defining songs in music history.
It's like My Sharona. It like
It
it
changed.
changed your whole
It
like
Yeah,
look, the way you looked at
right.
music or heard music, I should
Sure.
say.
And you look at a song like that and might think, damn, that song wasn't like, a chart topper, in terms of the mainstream, but this song is not, this is not that song. This is not a song that's sort of going to go down as a classic or a game changer, but it has its hooks in us for other reasons. And maybe that's just,
No, you know what it is? It's like it's capturing an evocative experience we all have. Like it captures community and a moment in your like that you feel over and over. Like so it's like he's saying these things. Like, if it weren't sort of catchy and stick in your headish, and, like, you really the words that like you were saying when you said like, the definition of post-grunge was a little bit like you can't understand the lyrics,
well, yeah.
you know? Their lyrics are really pretty clear,
Yes. Yes.
and so, it kind of all of it sort of you kinda hear what they're saying, you kinda relate to it, you kind of it's so background.
Yeah.
It's kind of meh, but then
Yeah.
it has a hold on you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you compare a singer like this guy, whatever his name is, Wilson, something Wilson, and Rob Thomas, and like, I don't know, the lead singer of was it Everclear, right? These bands versus like, you Chris Cornell and Eddie Vedder and Kurt Cobain. It's like they really are like a poor man's version singing this. You take post grunge, it's like you really have watered down.
Point taken. Mhm.
You just there's just no comparison. But again, maybe that's not what they're going for, right? They're going for a more mainstream version of that sound.
Yeah, it's like Eddie Vedder, um, uh, oh my God, please don't even, Kurt Cobain, they don't care about commercial success.
Right.
Like they're truly artists. Like to me, I think of them as this is the music I am playing. Done. Like, and they would have been playing that whether one person came or 50 people came. Like, there's people who have gone to their shows and said, like, when there were 33 people in the
Yeah.
room, they
Yeah.
played like there's
Right.
a coliseum, right? So
Right.
they're the kind of band that they don't give a shit. This is their art. This is their,
Which, I mean, I think that's probably true of most bands, though. Like, I bet Semisonic started out that way. I bet Semisonic was doing their thing in front of a bunch of people, and they just kind of stuck with it. But they weren't making music
but
that was.
there's something about like the asshole rocker, like the asshole artist, right? Or okay, what is it? Like Picasso or these kind of artists, like I don't know if I want to like say misogynistic, but I just think of this sort of type of person who has this type of art that they have I am serving this to you and you can take it or leave it, but you better take it because this and like he was right. Picasso was right. Andy Warhol was right. Kurt Cobain was right. Eddie Vedder was right. This music was like capturing a moment in time that we're all like changing. Like we were all changing as like a species, like auditorially,
Yeah.
and they
But you don't think.
changed
But you
it.
don't think Semisonic and Matchbox 20 were
No,
capturing a
I
moment.
think they blow with the wind. This is the sound now. This is what I'm feeling for this sound. Like those guys, There, like, I feel like there's a lot of people like that. Led Zeppelin, they're not writing the fucking songs they want to play. They're playing at like on that documentary we watched. They're playing in like a military. It was maybe that's where Spinal Tap got the idea because they were playing at a military base.
Yeah.
Nobody like the documentary pans the audience, and people are like, "What the fuck? Let
Yeah.
me out of
What
here."
is this? Yeah.
And still, that band is playing their song there, and they were right.
Yeah.
Standing the test of time, like art, and everyone references Zeppelin as like, in
So there's art that stands the test of time.
yeah.
And then there's just moments that stand the test of time.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the legacy of Semisonic. They weren't making art, but they made something that, for people of a certain age, taps into a feeling, taps into something.
But don't you think, like, even Ruby's generation, how much the song bugs her? I bet they're all like, yeah, it's close. They still, that song resonates. It's like from now on, this
But
song.
okay, but that's different, I think. So then I think that is more than, the song almost becomes more novelty. Like it's like borderline, like you just captured this thing and now it's like a theme song.
Let's
for
call
a
it meaningful novelty.
meaningful novelty. Okay.
I think that's a thing. I think
All
that
right.
should be
Yeah.
a thing, like maybe a genre. Meaningful novelty,
Yeah.
indie rock.
All right.
It's now closing time for us.
It is closing time, so you can go off to the places that you will be from.
My name will be Becky.
Or my name
What
will
was
be,
my name?
my name will be Dan, and we will be in Santa Monica. We will continue to be in Santa Monica.
Love you.
Love you too.